Jmikola Reporting live. I'm just going to cut to the chase and be honest with you. This is probably the fourth take I've tried to do this. So we're just going to roll it anyway. It's Tuesday night, closing in on 10 o'clock. I just got back from Pizza Republic and had to take Milo out for his final walk of the night. So now I'm in pajamas. You can't see it off screen, but I am incredibly comfortable. There's no reason to go outside anymore. And what I picked up from Pizza Republic is not pizza, but their mac and cheese. Now, I've been in Hoboken for quite a while, and Pizza Republic, I can't find, I could have sworn there was a Reddit thread where people were talking about it, but they've been around for probably at least 10 years on Washington Street. And I've seen their signs before. I think I had the mac and cheese many years ago, but I really couldn't remember. And I've probably more recently had a slice of pizza, which was pretty forgettable because, I mean, Hoboken's got some really high-tier pizza places. I'm a big fan of Napoli's, Tony Baloney's when they first opened. Now it's hard to capture the original when Tony Baloney's was in its prime. 10th and Willow, excellent pizza. There's a lot of great pizza options in town. Pizza Shop by Flower just opened around the corner from Tizino, so hopefully some friendly competition there. Anyway, if you go to Pizza by Flower, get the Aloha Pie, try that out, and then probably get a standard pie, probably try the Delfino's. Anyway, back to the Pizza Republic. So this was either a Reddit thread or a Facebook post in one of the Hoboken groups, but someone was talking about that the real gem there is getting the mac and cheese. And I've walked by Washington Street tons of times, and I've seen the signs. It's like Mac Daddy of Hoboken. It looks a little ridiculous, kind of like you think like the gitchy things about Hoboken, like the Willie McBride's limo, or some of the bars further down by the Pass Station. It's like a quintessentially like, it's Hobokening as a verb. But I decided to walk in tonight, and I was originally going to go to Tacoria. I think they got probably one of the best vegetarian nacho dishes in the city, because you can get, I'm not sure if it's Beyond Meat or the other one, Impossible Burger, but it's that as the protein component, and then they also let you add Brussels sprouts on their nachos. I think it's house-made chips. I think we might have covered this in a previous episode, but those nachos are absolutely excellent. I would do those in a heartbeat. In this case, though, it was a little cold outside. I wanted something that would probably travel better to get home. So actually, speaking of that, I'm just going to quickly, this has been cooling for a little bit, but I actually just want to put it in the broiler to heat it up while we're talking here. And throw that in. That is hefty. For $13.99, you're getting really a full, that's easily 2 meals there. So anyway, back to these Tacoria tacos. So those are great. I would recommend, if you get them, probably even see if you could double up on the Brussels sprouts. I don't know if their ordering app lets you add proteins that way, but you're going to want the Brussels sprouts are fantastic. And they're not like covered in balsamic vinegar. They go really nicely with the plant-based protein and the rest of the components of the nachos. And if you do get a chance to eat there, they have a great collection of sauces in the back closer to the restrooms, so make sure you grab some of those on the way out. Anyway, I digress. We're heating up the mac and cheese right now, and I decided to go with, they have a huge menu. And I see they kind of like went to the extreme here, and they have like white truffle lobster mac and cheese, which was like $24.95. And I'm wondering, I remember it was either like John Oliver or Daily Show where they were going on about the Wall Street bar that had a gold leaf on top of a burger, and either Jon Stewart or someone said that's literally the price you'll pay, $100. You can actually literally shit gold. Sorry, didn't give you the earmuffs for little kids there. But anyway, they got me thinking. So the lobster, I wasn't going to go there, but I decided somewhere down the menu there was one actually that was very much reminiscent of nachos over mac and cheese. But I decided they had the self-named one, the Mac Daddy, and that's on their sign, Mac Daddy of Hoboken. I said go for that. I believe it's got sausage, meatballs, a couple of cheeses there, and the thing that really got me, because otherwise that's kind of a typical Italian ingredients, we got fried onion rings sliced across the top. So we'll see how that comes out in a bit. Other than that, let me just check on it. As you'll notice, I believe are some errata from the previous episode. This is a kabocha squash, and I totally mispronounced that in the previous episode. I'm sorry. Thanks whoever called me out on that. Let me just take out the mac and cheese now and see how it's going. It's sizzling. I got it in the broiler there. We got this trusty old, what is this? The Toast R Oven Black & Decker Even Toast. This is probably 20 years old. Cindy got it with Andy, and let's get a glass here. Or actually, it's a special night. Let's break out the Bon Maman dishware. Just for a glass of water. This mac and cheese is going to be very daunting. I will need all the support I can get. If you don't have silicone ice trays, highly recommend them. Makes it really easy to pop some ice cubes out. They also come in a larger variety for making larger cocktail cubes. All right. And remember, if you're ever inviting folks over, keep the freezer stocked with ice. You never know when you might need it. Ding, ding, ding. All right, let's give this a shot. I'm going to need something to make this a little warmer. Some insulation there. Some lovely dish towels from Williams-Sonoma that I picked up a very long time ago, back when Williams-Sonoma wasn't quite as trendy. And all right, let's get a shot of the mac and cheese there. This is the Mac Daddy. You're going to notice we got the sliced onion rings on top, a couple of cheeses. To be honest with you, I can't remember exactly what was on the menu. And then we got some noodles under there and some sausage and meatball. All right, so just line that up and we will get a taste. That's good right now. Break in with maybe a fork isn't the right call here. Maybe I want a spoon. Do I want one of the big soup spoons? No, I'm thinking just a regular sturdy spoon would be good. The IKEA Basic Collection served us well, and they still make it. That's the important thing. If you don't want to have to switch over to entirely new silverware, if you're ever upgrading your kitchen, you want the standards that are always going to be accessible and produced. All right, let's try this. That's tasty. And let me just give you a cutaway so you can get that. It's certainly not heated up quite as much as I would like. We'll take care of that in post-production, but I do want to be honest with you that, like, what you're seeing is what you're getting here. This has been sitting out for about a half hour since I got home. But it is delicious. I'm not going to lie to you right there. We have some hot sauces available. So, yes, we do. We have quite a few hot sauces here. And we got one down here. And now we can bust open one of the new ones. It's a special episode. So one of the great things with mac and cheese is I feel that there's a lot of options you can do with them. A lot of toppings go with mac and cheese. So we have here is the Tabasco Habanero sauce. And this is actually one of the flavors you won't find in every supermarket, but I would say it's pretty accessible. It's not like this weird, and now the scorpion sauce is the weird thing that you're not going to really want to use because the flavor is totally overwhelming, and that's what you're going to find in supermarkets these days. But the habanero reaches a really good, I know like basic Tabasco doesn't really hit the heat notes that everyone wants, but this still has the good flavor of a Tabasco, but you're getting more heat from the habanero. Also, if you've had, I think it's El Yucateco is a sauce that I find in a lot of Colombian restaurants. It comes in the green and red variety, and that's I believe, a habanero green or red sauce. Those are delicious. I had that at La Isla. Definitely, if you're going to La Isla, go downtown to the original OG location. I'm not going to disparage the uptown, but I mean, you're going there for the character of the place. So Tabasco habanero sauce goes great. Now, I'm not going to open these tonight. I think it's a little too much. I'm getting ahead of myself. But I do recommend Community Gardens hot sauces. This is Small Axe Peppers, the Bronx hot sauce. I originally had this in the office. Somebody brought this in. They left it in the kitchen. And I used to go make random dips and stuff like that all through the office. So I can tell you, really, we had a lot of great stuff in the office. And this was one of the sauces that I got introduced to there. Decided to explore some of the other things on their selections. And then they also had this one, which is the Habanero Mango. And the green market is like a big, vibrant, as you can say, it's like a green market. It's a really nice, vibrant sauce. Just gonna take a sip of water there. But if you do want something a little spicier, without going overboard here, like this son of a gun, I'm gonna recommend the Habanero Mango from Small Axe Peppers. And these are the same price if you order them directly as they are from Amazon. So I encourage you to order directly from the vendor. Great folks there. And what I didn't get a chance here is to go right into the onion ring. So let me just get some of that as well. And then I'll say we've sampled the entire spectrum of what this dish has to offer. I appreciate the onion ring still got a crunch. That's good. This is definitely a heavy dish. I don't recommend eating the whole thing at once. If you do go to Takoria, I will say, their nachos do come in 2 different sizes. So you have the large and the half size. The half size is about the same price as a regular entree. Give you a sense that that's basically what they're thinking one person or one hungry person can eat. So I do recommend getting a half size if it's just going to be you. This is obviously 2 meals. I'm not going to try and kill myself tonight with this. But while we're here, I just want to call your attention to this back here. This was something we picked up while at the Bayonne Costco. One of the other benefits of going there is you can go to Lidl. And there's also a Lidl up in, I believe, Weehawken. It's pretty accessible from Hoboken. Lidl, I think, is just... Trader Joe's has some good items. It's not as practical for your basic everyday grocery shopping, but Lidl fulfills all those basics, and then you've got a lot of weird little interesting products that you'll find from time to time, and maybe next time you go, they're not there. So I picked these up. This is from Mozza Project. Surprisingly delicious Mozza Chips. So just in time while everyone's giving out free matzo boxes for Passover. My mom just gave me this. But these guys bake not fried Bella. So these, their advertising go well with salsa, goat cheese, or hummus. So I had them the other night with onion dip. This was actually in one of the episodes. Cynthia was asking me if we should break out these chips for the Reese's, and these worked great with a sour cream Lipton soup mix dip. So I would recommend that. I wouldn't recommend putting these on Reese's Pieces. That's just ridiculous. But if you get a shot here, it does kind of look like a everything bagel topping there. Which again, you'll get at Trader Joe's with the everything bagel. But in the seasoning, I think it's everything but the bagel. But here on Mozza Chips, so this is pretty good. And I just generally enjoy those. And so as we're timing out here, if you like basic chips, I can see you could use this chip as a litmus test. It's a pretty, oh, that's delicious. It's a pretty neutral flavor. I do recommend saltine crackers also for that purpose, but don't try the saltine challenge. I've done that, attempted it, I would say, and along with the cinnamon challenge, and there's no way you're getting 6 saltines down in 60 seconds. If you do, though, I'd like to see the video. So that's all. Jmikola signing off. It's Tuesday night, probably well after 10:15 by now. We'll check the clock when we get out of here. And have a great night, everybody. Thank you.